All right, now that you know the properties of logarithms, we can actually do some pretty neat stuff with these properties of logarithms. We can do these sort of puzzle-like problems that'll help you memorize these properties and be able to apply them when necessary. Let's say that we know, and we do know, well, we're going to say that log base 4 of 5 is equal to approximately equal to 1.160964. Let's say that we also know that log base 4 of 9 is equal to 1.584963. All right, and let's say that we also have a calculator, but maybe it's not a scientific calculator. Maybe it's only a 4-function calculator. Now this is a scientific calculator, but I'm going to do this without using the log function. Okay, let's say we want to know what log base 4 of 45 is. All right, so what you can do here is this. Knowing what log base 4 of 5 is and knowing what log base 4 of 9 is, here's what you want to think about doing. You want to take the number inside this logarithm. See, it's still log base 4. And you want to figure out how you can break it apart into numbers that you already know the logarithm of. So we know 5 and we know 9. How can we break a 45 apart into a 5 and a 9? And it has to be done with either multiplication, division, or an exponent. It can only be done with one of those three things, because our three properties of logarithms deal with multiplication, division, and exponents inside of a single logarithm. We know that 45 is the same thing as 5 times 9. So this is equal to log base 4 of 5 times 9. And therefore, we know that multiplication in a logarithm turns into addition. And so this would become log base 4 of 5 plus log base 4 of 9. So the answer to this is simply going to be this plus this, because it's log base 4 of 5 plus log base 4 of 9. So now in my calculator, I'm going to do 1.160964 plus 1.584963. Then I'm going to press enter. And so then the answer to this is going to be 5927. 5927. And we can find out if this is true or not by raising 4 to this power. 4 to this power should be about equal to 45. So if I do 4 to the power of that number there, 2.745927, and press enter, I get 45.00002819. It's very, very close. So this is correct. All right, let's try another one like that. What if I say, well, what is log base 4 of 9 divided by 5? Well, 9 divided by 5, here's an obvious division problem. So that would be log base 4 of 9 minus log base 4 of 5. And so we would just do log base 4 of 9, which is this 1.5 number, minus log base 4 of 5, which is this 1.16 number. So this number minus this number, 1.584963 minus 1.160964. Press enter and we get 0.439999. We could round this to 0.424 if we wanted to. Okay? But that is the answer to log base 4 of 9 over 5. All right? Okay, let's try another one. How about log base 4 of 3? Well, how is 3 related to 5 or 9? Well, Let's see here. I can't really deal with the 5, but the 9, isn't log base 4 of 3, isn't that the same thing as log base 4 of 3 squared? Okay, so now we're at a 3, right? And so now we can move this 2 in front. So we know, well, so then, well, I can't put an equals here, sorry. I shouldn't have put an equals there. But I can say to relate this to a 3, log base 4 of 3 squared is the same thing as 2 times log base 4 of 3. So we can get log base 4 of 3 if we divide log base 4 of 9 by 2, right? Because if we divide it by 2, it'll cancel the 2. So log base 4 of 3 is going to be whatever log base 4 of 9 is divided by 2. Because that'll cancel the 2 here and it'll leave us log base 4 of 3. So we'll just take this 1.584963 and divide it by 2. And that'll give us 0.7924815. And let's see, if we do 4 to this power, what do we get? All right, I'm going to hit 4 to the power of, you can do this with me, 4 to the power of 0.7924815. And I press enter and I get 3.0000103 yet, which is basically 3. Okay, so there we go. Let's try 1 or 2 more of these fun puzzle-like things that make use of the properties of logarithms. Let's try log base 4 of 25. How about log base 4 of 25? Well, how is 25 related to 9 or related to 5? Well, isn't 25 5 squared, right? So log base 4 of 25 is log base 4 of 5 squared, which becomes, if we move the 2 to the front, it becomes 2 times log base 4 of 5. And log base 4 of 5 is this number, so we just have to multiply that number by 2, and it'll be equal to log base 4 of 25. So 1.160964 times 2 is equal to 2.321928. Okay? All right, so that one's good. Let's just one more. Let's do one more. All right. Let's say that we have log base 4 of 20. Log base 4 of 20. Now this one's kind of difficult. In fact, if you want to pause the video and think about it for a few minutes, think about how 20 breaks up or how 20 comes together, then why don't you try that and we'll see, and then come back. All right, so here's what you have to think about. Is 20 related to 9 and 5 or 9 or 5? My first thought is that 20 is related to 5, right? Isn't 20 the same thing as 5 times 4? So log base 4 of 5 times 4, right? So then wouldn't that become log base 4 of 5 plus log base 4 of 4, right? Because multiplication turns into addition. And we know log base 4 of 5. That's up there. That's 1.160964, right? But what is log base 4 of 4? Remember, whenever you have the same number here and the same number here, like log base 7 of 7, that equals 1, because 7 to the first power is equal to 7. Well, isn't 4 to the first power equal to 4? So that means log base 4 of 4 is equal to 1. So this will just be plus 1. And so then if we add these numbers together, we get 2.160964. And that's a little bit of a trick question because I didn't give you log base 4 of 4, but you have to know that log base 4 of 4 is equal to 1. And so now you'll know that as a trick too. And I give you a few of these on the worksheet. You should be able to figure them out with a little bit of puzzle thinking, a little bit of critical thinking. You should be able to figure it out. Well, that's all I have for you this time. That's the properties of logarithms. You need to know and understand the properties of logarithms, and I'll see you in class.